Alright guys, welcome back to Banished. So, I realized, somebody also pointed this out, but I also realized it, that I put a storage barn down over here instead of a stockpile. So that's kind of a problem. Let's remove a structure. Get rid of that barn, and we'll put a stockpile instead. Let's see here. Stockpile. Alright. Let's see here. Let's build this whole area right here as a stockpile. Alright, we'll get that done. And hopefully once that's done, did realize I forgot to flop around the mods, but that's gonna, yeah, there we go. So that's gonna get our stone out of the way. That's gonna make things a lot easier. Hang on one second, guys. I'm going to swap these around. And yes, they are complaining. Yes. I'm gonna reload real quickly. Sorry about this, guys. I meant to do this earlier to see if that fixes our problem with the quarry. So fancy. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, so that has actually loaded up a bunch more options, so I believe that actually fixed our problem that we were having. Because we had an issue with the mods not loading correctly, and I think that solved it. So I think at some point we might actually have to, we might actually restart this game at some point, and, play it this way, but for now we'll pick up from here. Let's see what we got going on though. So we got our market there. I think our houses are actually starting to go somewhere now that we've got that stockpile in place. It looks like we lost a forester. Let's see. Yeah, sure did. That's alright. We're still doing really good on food. We're good on iron tools still. Looks like our houses are finally moving now that we've got that stockpile in place. I believe that was the holdup on the stone, which that was totally my fault for putting that in place. For some reason, I had problems getting these mods to load correctly, and that's definitely my fault, but it looks like they're working now. Yep, we got somebody that got born. That's excellent. We need to get this stockpile built pretty quick. It looks like they're working on that as well. So the problem that we're having here. One, I was dumb and didn't notice the mods were broken right off the bat, so we had several episodes that didn't have the mods running correctly, and I do apologize for that. They are running now. As you can see from this giant job list. The other thing is, this was a barn, which I talked about a little bit a few minutes ago. Now that we've replaced that with a stockpile, once that's built, that should allow our workers to go from this quarry directly to the stockpile to drop off their goods and come right back to work. So that should speed up the amount of stone that we're getting processed. Now I know at one point I went in and enabled the mods, and for some reason I think they bailed because of the conflict, and I think flipping them around is what finally got them functional. So we've got a bunch of new stuff to mess with. We'll work with that as we go. And garden. There's definitely some interesting stuff in here. We'll see what happens. Forts. Plant fruit trees. Plant wild trees in your town. There's quite a bit of stuff that's been added. And that would be the colonial mod, which apparently decided it wasn't going to work until I flopped those two around. I think I said something about that last episode too, that we had a glitch going on with the mods. Alright, let's see what we got going on over here. 39%. I think that house is going to be our first one done, which is good because we were vastly running out of room. Quarry's still kicking butt. It is unlimited now, so that's working. Let's see. Our fuel's doing good. Stored logs look good. So medicine and stuff we're gonna have to work on to get this health bar up. But I think we still need to coming into early spring. I think we're moving a little fast, so I'm gonna back this off a tiny bit. We'll stick with 2x. It also seems like our building is going quite a bit faster. I wonder if the issue with the mods was also glitching out the construction, because it seems like things are working quite a bit faster now. Might have been something else that was going on. So in advance, if you're going to play with these two mods, make sure that the unlimited mines loads first. Otherwise it's going to break everything and make everything completely freak out. Good to know. I will admit this is probably not one of my best series, but that's okay. I do think that once this particular round is done, we will probably do another one eventually using these mods, and we'll actually play with them working the entire time, which will be awesome, because we'll actually get to see a lot more of the actual mod content instead of me fiddling with stuff. I'm probably going to give it a rest for a little while. I've got some other games that I want to do. I did receive a code recently to a game that I'm really excited to check out called Everspace. So I'm hoping to get that done soon. I'm working on a slight issue that I have here at my fancy recording studio, aka my house. And the problem is right now I don't have internet at all. I have a possible solution in work, and if it works out, I will be bringing a bunch of new games into the channel to get recorded, so that will be nice. We'll get Everspace and some other things recorded, and get things moving along, and then we'll probably come back and pick this up again and try another round of Banished with the mods in a functional state from the beginning. Alright, everything's looking pretty good so far. Now again, like I said, for people who've come to check out this series and have noticed that the content from the mods wasn't there, I do deeply apologize. It is there now. We had some, like I said, again, I'll repeat it one more time and then I'll stop talking about it, I promise. Our mods were slightly broken. We fixed them by reordering the order in which they load, and that has solved our problem, it appears. So now we are actually in business with the mods loaded. Everything is fully ready and running. Hopefully we won't run into any more issues. Let's see where our buildings are. So we're at 39% there. We're still at 32 there. 30. Looks like we lost a few people besides just that one that I saw go. Yeah, actually looking back at the logs, it looks like we had 2 that went. And then we had that house that caught fire. Oops. Looks like our quarry guys are off wandering about. That's actually moving along. Dropping off some stone there. Hopefully that'll disappear in a second. Really need somebody to come back and finish this storage. Alright, you know what? Let's go ahead and speed this up again. And we'll see if we can't get some stuff done during this episode. Typically, I try not to play at this speed because sometimes it's really easy to miss something. We're going up there. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and let it run at this speed just so we can kind of get moved into some of the other content. I wonder what we need to do to get this split button to pop up. Might need another pasture. Might be the problem there. Like I said, I am eventually going to get another one built, but I want to get the stuff built that we have out on the ground right now before we put anything else down. Alright, going into early summer. I think there's somebody over here that might be working on that. I just saw a tree fall down. Still working out on that one. Now I think once once we get some of these houses built, I think that's going to help us out quite a bit. Especially the stone houses. I think they use less firewood. Now, see, even our wood and stuff and our food are going up quite a bit faster than they were before. I think that mod glitch that we were having that was causing both of them not to load was screwing with a lot of stuff. Basically causing us not to be surviving very well. I think I'm gonna bring this down now that we're doing much better. And things are actually happening instead of most of our guys just kind of wandering around aimlessly. And that should give us a little bit more wood. I am kind of tempted to scrap this this game and start a fresh one, just because of the issues that we had, or have been having rather. But you know, I make mistakes. I apologize. Might just go ahead and play it out and see what happens. Anyway, I have a ton of food. Let's see, we got a gatherer, we got a hunter, got a farmer, got a fisherman. So much other stuff going on in here now. I don't really know what a lot of this stuff is, honestly. Dangerous artifacts, huh? Let's kind of browse around here and see what the land looks like. Been really focused on the village. We haven't really seen what the rest of the area kind of looks like, and I'm kind of curious to see if any like new structures or anything kind of popped up when we got these mods working. It's hard to see with all the friggin' rain. I don't really see anything too fancy. A lot of trees and stuff floating about. Alright, doesn't look too bad. Oop, we've reached winter. And it is definitely winter. Let's see where our house is here. Still at 40%. Still at 32 there. 30. We've got a wood house here. Stockpile hasn't gone anywhere yet. Stone is getting used. But they're coming way over here. We need to get that fixed. Alright guys, well I think I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. I appreciate you coming by and forgiving me for the mishap with the mods. We are actually got things working this time, so we're starting to see some new stuff. I am going to work hard to try and see a lot of that stuff before this game explodes and all my villagers die. Hopefully now that everything is up and running, we will get these things, we'll get the buildings done, we'll get things processed, and things will start happening. Alright guys, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the episode, please let me know. Leave a like down below. I'd appreciate it. Comments, questions, or concerns, leave those down below too. And if you would, please check out my other games, and please hit the subscribe button. Subscribe button helps me out a ton, and it's probably the best thing you can do for me. Alright guys, I appreciate you coming by, and we'll see you next time.